Insolent with me. So say hello, Insolent.
Hello, how are you?
He was just expressing how excited he was talking to me. Maybe the excitement was dissipated over last few seconds, but for those of you who do not have the Patreon, which for $10 a month you can see this video of this, Insolent has on beautiful tan pantyhose, nice. What kind of shoes are those?
I don't know. I got them at a shoe corral in Alabama, and they were the sexiest ones that I could find. So
Yeah,
I bought.
they're very sexy. They're heels, and then he has on uh three anklets.
Right now, I'd say one, two, three, four, five of
And
them.
five of them, and they're
Yeah.
gorgeous. And painted toenails. They look like they've been professionally done.
Yes, they have.
And
Yes.
you're in a hotel room, and I think on the bed that is
Oh, let me move. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's not discernible, but
Okay.
yeah, I think you all can guess what might be on the bed. Let's just say it rhymes with Schmeibrader, or no, actually, it rhymes with Childo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 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 it does.
All right.
Yes.
So, we have been talking for quite a few, probably a couple of years now. So, tell everybody about your hoser identity. Tell everybody what your jam is.
Uh, I love pantyhose. I think the first time that I put pantyhose on, I was probably six or seven. Um, I think it's in my DNA.
Hmm.
Um, the stimulation from it has never gone away. Um, I've always kind of seen it as quote normal. So for me, this is something that's normal. And some people don't see it that way, but the shoes and all that stuff might be a little bit excessive, but the
What?
painted toes, the anklets, and the pantyhose, that's to me, that's who I am.
So, I mean, excessive. If people think that looking good is excessive, then sure, that's excessive.
Right.
You have great legs. Like,
Thank you.
so show them off. I people probably just jealous.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes it seems that way.
yeah, or even more deadly. You awaken some feelings in men who do realize they have those feelings. They're sitting there thinking, "Wow, that guy's got great legs," and then they go through that whole cuckoo, "Oh no, am I gay?" And then I just want to say to them, "You're a little bit gay, a little bit gay. But just
I
roll
think
with it."
there's I think there's a little gay in everybody. But
I
when
think so.
we were talking, and one of the things that I was thinking about was the way that people get triggered. And I think that what the problem is I think that they think that I do this because I'm trying to attract them. I'm not trying to attract them. I'm just trying to live my life,
Right.
you
They're
know?
they're sort of
So
doing that thing where if like it's like quote unquote she's asking for it type of thing.
yes, yes, exactly. So this is I don't want attention. I'm not trying to shock and awe. All I want to do is I just want to be the person that I want to be, and I'm accepting of it. My significant other's accepting of it, and I just don't want, if somebody makes a comment or something, then I think that it's their issue, not mine.
Do
You
you
know,
get comments often?
the funny part is I've never gotten a negative comment. What I've gotten is I've gotten positive comments from older women.
Yeah,
It
because
seems
they're
like
like,
it's
damn, I wish I had those.
yeah. Yes, it seems like older women they like it. So like I had to fly today, and when I was on the airplane, I was sitting next to an older lady, and she noticed. So I was wearing leggings and my pantyhose and sneakers, and I had my anklets, and she made a mention about my my anklets. She liked my anklets.
Yeah.
So, but it always seems like it's older ladies that are appreciative of it. And I'm not sure why, but
I mean, you know, my guess would be that they see them and they're like, that guy has nicer legs than I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, or they could just be like, they could just dig the fashion of it. Like anklets are so fun. I've a really I really wish I'd worn them more often because here's the thing. They look really good during sex.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Like
it's a
it's hard,
stimulant for sure.
it's hard to accessorize during sex, but when you're putting your legs in the air, it's like earrings for your ankles. And I by the way, audience, I've been trying for a while to get an anklet from Insolent. I'm going to do it one of these days. I've had to whore myself out for those anklets. I mean, I prostrated myself. It is not pretty. I am just gunning for one because he you make them.
Yes. And I wish I was there to be able to tie it on for you, for sure.
Oh,
For
that would
real.
be wonderful, and I think that that would make for good content, you know. But you happen,
Yes.
we are both Florida based, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, maybe we could put a little oomph into it. Oh, shut up,
Ah,
phone. My phone's like 9:49 p.m. I'm like, I didn't ask that. Uh, we should try it because today, actually, just for a little pantyhose news, I had a meetup with a longtime pantyhose, uh, let's say pen pal, but you know, naughty pen pal, right? For the it 10 years
right.
talking, we finally met and it was worth it. So I say we should definitely make that happen too because you only live once and you know, it's only what? It's not that far. I
I
don't
think we're probably 90 miles apart, is what I think.
probably. I mean, you know,
Yep.
like
Right.
it's I think I don't know, audience, what do you think? Do you think that we should just go ahead and get it over with so we can move past it because and I'm happy to say this. I feel a little bit proud of it that you admitted to me that you found me very attractive, which you I I won't I'll let you speak for the words, but uh you sort of confessed to me the other day.
Well, if I'm in the proximity of you, I think that I'm gonna try to be forward. That's
Try to
what I
be.
think. And like the way your thigh looks right there and the whole thing. I mean, I've been looking at you for years and you're very sensual. Yes, right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Oh my
So you're the pioneer for me. So you're really so when the I first found access to the internet, one of the first podcasts or awareness that I had of people that were into this was you. And so you're a trendsetter, and I've always had the sexual the desire to be with you. I don't want to say anything too provocative on here,
Oh,
but
you can.
I've
We're
always
fine. We're at after the couple minute mark. You can provoke it. You can provoke it,
okay.
provoke
Hey,
it all over the place.
when I see those pictures, then there's certain things I want to do, and if we ever get within touching distance of each other, then I'm gonna try. Hopefully, you won't smack me away,
Why would I
but
look? It's not gonna
but
happen.
I
I don't.
I would love to have the opportunity to tie those anklets onto you, and I would for sure like for you to have your feet here, and have me have the opportunity to be able to tie them on for you.
I
That would be an honor.
I would most definitely not push that away. Like, look, I'm being as forward as I can. Like, if we meet up, you know, we're gonna do stuff. I mean, like, I wouldn't
Oh my
like.
god!
So let's talk about your pantyhose, you know, your story when you discovered them.
Yes.
How old were you?
Uh, well, the thing is, I'm not sure where it started or what happened, but since I was very, very young, I've always had a kind of a bent towards things that were more like less masculine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I can say it. So I remember there was a point when I had shorts that I probably wore a year or two before, and I was probably five or six or seven or whatever it was, and I was wearing these shorts. They looked like Navy shorts, and then my mother took them and hid them because maybe she thought they weren't appropriate. But I was always the guy who wore pants that were tighter than everybody else. I always wore the crop top t-shirts.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, and I think the first time that I started wearing them like under my pants and stuff, I was probably 9 or 10.
Wow. So
Um,
you were like fashionista.
yes, yes. The first time I ever uh, started playing with shaving my legs, I was probably 11 or 12.
Wow, that is really early because I at 11, I don't think I even had like enough hair to shave. I was 14
Yeah,
when I started mine. So,
yeah.
and then did you get into doing toenail painting at that time as well?
I did it a few times when I was younger. The first time I did it and left it on there was probably 10 or 12 years ago. So, like you and I have discussed it, and I have a very understanding significant other.
Yes, yes.
So we get pedicures together. Um, she likes my she actually enjoys my pantyhose legs. She thinks I have wonderful legs.
You do. Objectively, you guys, you got to join the Patreon. I'm telling you right now, objectively, really nice legs. Like they're
Thank you.
they're sexy legs. You could slap them on anybody, and it, you know what I mean? Like those like Barbie cutouts where it's like take the legs, and then like your legs would look good on everybody. Like they're just nice
That's
legs.
nice.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
yeah, I don't know if I would dig them, I don't think you'd be showing them off as well with the pair of sneakers and, basketball shorts. It's just that's not that's not what nature intended for those legs. Uh so
Well, I
yeah,
appreciate that.
um did you always have good luck with your like maybe prior to your significant other? How did you introduce that into the world of sex?
I never did. I never did.
You never did.
So no, I never did with a mate. So I always went outside of my relationships to do this because I'm bisexual.
Oh,
I'm
really?
significantly, yeah. Well, I would say significantly bisexual.
A
So the
significantly bisexual, meaning
meaning,
you don't just want to try a dick out. You're like, I want to I want to go down on like a circus seal kind of bisexual.
yes,
Little
yes.
slutty.
So one of the only women that I'm really attracted to is my significant other. So other than her, then most of my attractions are to males,
Oh,
or uh, what I do like too is I like kind of tough females. So I
uh,
like this might sound odd, but if there's a girl and she has a tank top and jeans on, for some reason I'm really attracted to her. So I guess it's kind of like a swapped role kind of a
that's
thing.
not odd at all. There have been moments where I have been out at the club and I've been checking out a really cute twink, and then I realized, nope, I'm actually just checking out a really cute little lesbian, and I have an accident
Yes.
hetero moment. So no, I'm totally fine. It happens,
Right.
and
Yes, it does.
everybody has. I mean, it is a spectrum. But I don't believe I've ever talked to anybody who has like that's pretty unique to have like your significant other is the one like woman that you're attracted to, and then all the rest of it you're like you're into dudes. But what's interesting is you don't have what we kind of joke is you don't have the gay accent. You don't have it
Right.
at all. You have that like very straight sounding. So
that's that's the funny thing. So it's the like you said about it being a spectrum. So there's like gradients to everything, and I would say that if if I had the opportunity, most of my presentation, like I wouldn't dress feminine, but you would definitely see feminine qualities. So if the world was 100% the way I wanted it to be, you would see me in biker shorts and pantyhose with sneakers and a tank top. And to me that would be the way that I wanted to dress.
well,
So
it's not,
the
you could totally do, I mean, I don't want to give away where you live, but you're in a metropolitan area. You could totally wear that and it would be, nobody would bat an eye.
well, I've done that. I do. That's how I dress, but just
Oh, okay.
like without the pantyhose. So in my area, that's how I dress. So
What, because
like
it's too hot out or what?
because uh we're speaking plainly. My
Mhm.
significant others, she doesn't want to attract certain levels of negative attention. So when I'm by myself, then I do what I want. So this is how well, other than the heels, but this is how I dress when I go out, um, when I'm away from home. So I wear my shorts, I wear my pantyhose or stockings, or my sneakers or my tank top. Sometimes, if I'm feeling a certain way, I'll wear a bra, and I'll have that's I kind of like that presentation. I like that. It's kind of like more risque, I guess.
Yeah,
But when I'm at home, I'm a lot more conservative, and it's just because is like she's my heart and my soul,
mhm.
and I like love her completely. I'll never do anything to hurt her. You know, I'll do my best to protect her from everything. I like what I like, but she comes first. So when I'm at home, I disrupt my own comfort, and I'm okay with that, because I want to make sure that she's okay.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you understand what I mean?
I do. I think that every relationship has its, uh it's private agreements and it's
Yes.
the things that that one person and another person come to discuss, and it's the rules for you and it doesn't have to apply to anybody else, and if it
Yes.
works for you it works for you.
Right.
And you seem to be very free with your feminine side, although I will say I am curious to ask, I've never seen a face pic of you, and you know that I'm a stickler for that. Why is the face, why hide the face? If, especially if you walk around in public, uh, wearing them. That's one of my curiosities.
Oh, the reason why is because with a family, you kind of represent your family. So I
Right.
do what I can to make sure that the presentation for that, it's the way I see it is it's kind of it kind of makes you have to falsify yourself when you take on certain responsibilities.
Right.
And I don't like that. I'm not happy with that, but I'm okay with it
But
because no,
but
go ahead.
But then what, but how about like perhaps sharing it with the hoser community exclusively, or if I'm being, selfish, I'm like, why haven't you shown it to me? I mean, I need to see a face. It's important to me. And otherwise I can't tell who I'm talking to. I'm kidding. Your legs are pretty distinct, but I do
Eh,
talk to so many legs
right.
on the internet that I'm like, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I just want to see a face, just because I'm curious. So, do you think that's something that you would be able to like maybe move into in the hoser community? I mean, you're definitely not afraid to show off your goods, um,
Right.
and
For, well, for you, because you're the king, and because of the attraction that I have for you, I would show you whatever you wanted to see.
well,
Um,
I'm a lucky man, huh?
as far as in general, I'm just not sure. That's probably a topic for a conversation between you and I.
I got you. I
Yes,
gotcha. I
but
bet you're good looking though. I bet you are,
I,
because I bet you
I,
are.
I I've been told that it's not bad. I've been told, you
That's
know.
I already can tell that you are good looking and that you've been told you're good looking. Like nobody said like you're not bad. That I can read between the lines.
Right,
You can tell,
right.
legs, you got the voice, like, yeah,
Well, I
I would go
appreciate it.
yes. So let's talk about the discovery of your anklet, like, I guess your anklet making.
Yes.
When did you start doing that? And why haven't you monetized it? Because I'm telling you, man, you could start a pantyhose like fashion trend.
Well, I appreciate it. They What I did was it was around the same time that I decided to screw the world and start with what I liked, which was I don't know why, but pretty feet, pretty legs. That's something that's very attractive to me.
Mhm.
So excuse me. So um, I always liked anklets. When I was younger, I had remember the puka shell anklets from the
Yeah,
80s and
yeah.
90s and stuff. Right. So it probably 89 or 90 when I was a young person. I was in Cape Cod and I bought a puka shell anklet and it stuck with me since then. So it's always been like kind of a big deal to me. Uh,
They're great, and you see them and they're so sexy, and you're like, I bet they're a great bottom. You see it
yeah.
like,
Yes. Like for some reason for me, a white pedicure kind of means the same thing. If I see
oh
a
yeah.
white pedicure, then that makes me think that that's somebody who knows how to take something, you know.
Like I wish I didn't have such a immense fear of pedicures. Like I freak out when I have them done. Like I think I have a touch of the tism or something because I can't handle people like strangers touching me
Right.
and when I try to paint my toenails, it's like a 5-year-old does it. So it's unfortunately I don't have that option. You would have to like trank me up to get me into the what are they called? The nail salon? Is that what they're called?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
like
if we get the opportunity, if I get a chance to tie one of those anklets on, I would be more than happy to do a pedicure on you.
you guys, how lucky am I? Seriously, and I have to say this. I realize that the position that I'm in the community, like I, you guys like boost me and my ego, which is enormous to begin with. You guys just lift me up. I mean, honestly, I got this like hot pair of legs and anklets telling me that you do that for me. I mean,
Of
uh,
course.
what? How could I ever quit? I could never stop being the Pantyhose King now because at first it was just awesome, as my fetish. Now it's like, oh, I get to meet and look at all these sexy legs, and really yours are something else. I'm distracted a little.
I
So,
appreciate that.
when's the last time you had pantyhose play?
In what way?
Well, you got together with
Solo?
pantyhose
Or...
player and you guys played bracket ball. No, I'm talking about when it was the two of you together, but it was not there for an intellectual conversation.
uh, the the first time in a long time was about a month ago,
Okay.
and it was at a bookstore in Alabama.
A bookstore in Alabama.
Yes,
You met in the bookstore or you did it in the bookstore?
we met at the bookstore.
Okay, tell us that story. How does that go down in Alabama?
Okay, you want the like I told
Yeah.
you you have to guide me. So do you want it
Oh,
unfiltered?
yeah. Now I want to hear all the slutty details
Okay,
as much as you can muster.
okay. So I was kind of in a mindset like I'm in now. So there
Which
was a
tell the audience what the mindset is.
uh, fairly stimulated.
Fairly stimulated.
Yes, yeah, well, pretty stimulated. So I found there was a place not far from where my hotel was in Alabama, and I went in there, and it was crappy. It was really crappy. But when you walked in, what I noticed was when I paid to get into the theater, the guy had to hit a buzzer to let you in. So I said, "This is pretty kind of secure." So when I go in there, there's a couple there. There was two couples. There was a young couple that was over to one side. There was a couple behind me. There's like an older guy. There's a couple Latino guys, and nobody was doing anything. We were watching the movies. So the couple that was over to the right, the young couple, they left. Seemed like they were just like exploring life. You know how when you're young and you
Yeah.
go out and you check stuff out. It seemed like they were in that cycle. So they left. But when they left, and the couple behind me, one of the guys started doing fellatio on the other guy. I could hear it,
Wow.
and it's been like kind of a while for me, for being involved with a guy.
Wait.
So
Okay, so you heard them doing the deed, and
yes,
you
yes.
sort of were just sort of like in that moment where you're like, should I pretend that I'm not noticing this, or
Yes,
okay.
that's exactly what happened.
Mhm.
So so when that was going on, I turned a little bit a couple times and I was looking and I could see the guy's head going in the other guy's crotch. So I'm sitting there and I'm like wound up, right? So when I went to the bookstore, I had pantyhose, I had shorts, I had Crocs, and I had on just like a button down like dress shirt kind of.
Nice.
So when I go there, the guy was really nice. So I go inside, and another guy comes, and he's an older guy.
What
Wasn't
older?
I guess what's that?
What do you mean by older?
He looked like he was about 60.
Okay.
He wasn't particularly attractive. So, but I was so wound up, and the couple left. So when I'm listening to them, I had my shoes off and I moved over a little bit towards him, and I was so wound up. And when I moved one seat over, he moved over one seat towards me. Now this place has like folding chairs. It's like a crap cinema, but it was
This is like
really,
an
really,
adult
really
theater,
cool.
right? Am I
Adult theater, 100%.
okay? Because I was like, I bet you're not seeing like the Naked Gun when this is happening.
No, 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 no. There's so they had two theaters on there. So the one that was on there was showing like gay porn, which
Oh,
was
okay.
was which part of the problem because it was what was stimulating me as much as it was.
That and the
So
pantyhose, and then also the gay sex that's happening behind you.
yes,
You're like, I
yes,
don't know why I'm so aroused.
yes, yes. So the guy next to me. So when I moved over, we started talking. We talked just a little bit, and I said, what do you like? He said, I want you to suck my nipples. He had a nipple fetish.
Okay.
So when he unbuttoned his shirt, he had on like a one piece kind of it looked like a nylon bikini kind of.
Ooh,
But
okay.
he pulled it to the side and his nipple was out. And this is the first time I've done anything in years. So when he pulled it to the side, then I started sucking
Mhm.
his nipple. So he said he was telling me how to do it because I was being a little bit more aggressive. He
Yeah.
said softer, so he said softer. But at the same time, I was so wound up. I was rubbing his crotch, and I could feel that he was hard. So I said, "This isn't really what I want to suck." So he said, "You really want to?" I said, "Yeah." So he pulled his pants down. And he had on it was a one piece. So he pulled it to the side. When he pulled it to the side, he had. I mean, I could show you a picture. I could show you. I could put my dildo in the video frame here and
Uh,
show you. And this is pretty much what it looked like. I won't. I'll show you afterwards.
yeah, yeah. But
Yes.
to describe
I,
it, so it was a big one.
it was a decent size.
Okay.
It was a decent size. So I left the nipples. I went down there and I started to suck them. And the more I did, I was going nuts. So when I was sucking him, I was squeezing his nipples, and then I realized, because I'm kind of attentive, so I would go back up and I would play with I would suck his nipples, and I would stroke him while I was sucking his nipples,
Yeah,
and I was switching back and forth.
you're putting in elbow grease. That's good.
Yes, yes, yes. So exactly. So as we're going, and I don't know if I can say this or not, but I have kind of a fetish for pre-cum for some reason. I love the texture, the flavor, and all that stuff. I
I don't.
really do.
Here's the thing. I don't know if that is a fetish. I feel like that's just maybe kind of like part of like the sex act, because
Oh my! It's
it's just
very.
it's sort of
It's
like the way it's the gen it like it's the dick letting you know that it's having fun. You know what I mean?
yes, 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 exactly. And I was telling you about a picture, so I saw a picture, and when I'm thinking about you, I think about pre cum. I think about what that would taste like. But that's a side note.
I
But
have been told that mine is not is very pleasant tasting.
I, when I look at you, I think that it is. I
Well,
really do.
that's so kind of you.
I do.
I try to keep a clean diet. I don't, you know,
Yes.
but I won't eat pineapple because I don't like pineapple. But there's other stuff, right, that you can take, right? Like what is
Sure there is.
like
Sure there
I'll eat, I don't know, I'll eat a bucket of raspberries and see where how it goes.
is.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you're getting this guy's leaking like a
Yes.
like an old ceiling.
Yes. So he's leaking, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and so I had on a bra, I had on a shirt, and I had on shorts. So I pulled the shorts down, and when I pulled the shorts down, I was on my knees. I realized, and it felt so slutty, and that was very stimulating. So I
Hmm.
was on my knees, and I had my shorts down. I had the shirt on,
You're
and I
like,
had the bra, and so he was slapping my ass. The guys who were behind us were still going at it. So there was the height, the like the added stimulation of the fact that these people were doing this thing at the same time. So
it's like a monkey display at a zoo, you know, like bonobo,
yes,
like everybody's bucking.
yes, it was exactly what it was like. So as we're going, then I realized I said I have to go. So what happened was I got to like a sexual point of energy where I wanted to get up and I wanted to sit down on him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to feel it. So before I had gone there, I was like really heightened because I was using my toys and all that stuff. And then so I was already like loose and open. So
Hmm.
I just I wanted to get up and I wanted to because he was already, wet from my mouth. And I
Hmm.
just wanted to get up and I wanted to sit down on it as hard as I could. But
Hmm.
I'm concerned about, social issues and all that stuff,
Yeah, we're talking about safe sex.
diseases and stuff. Yes, safe
Yeah.
sex practices. So, uh, what I was considering doing was walking out to buy condoms at the desk and go back in,
Not a bad
but I
idea.
just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said, so we exchanged numbers, and I stopped, and I said, I have to go. And I didn't explain the reason why I had to go, but if I didn't go, then I probably would have just sat on him and done that, and I couldn't expose myself to the unsafe practices.
That's hey, good for you, and that's something that everybody should listen to. Listen, no matter how hot you get, don't don't do unprotected,
Right,
fellas.
right.
It's never a good idea. So that's responsible of you. So that's good. I mean, and you knew how you knew I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna sit on a dick. And
Yes,
I
yes,
think
exactly.
I, we've all been there. I mean, like I know I've been there more than I care to admit. Because
Right,
but like being single and being gay, throughout my life, I've for whatever reason, I guess that was my excuse was, well, if I don't have any, family to really worry about, I mean, what's the big deal?
right,
But
right.
you know, I learned my lesson, and I'm clean as a whistle now. I've never gotten an STD, which, considering what a rampant slut and whore that I was, is a Christmas miracle. I mean,
Yes,
I I don't know how I managed to. I mean, I I, I got lucky, just straight
I
up.
understand. Trust me, I understand. I'm the same way.
Well,
Back in the old days, in the party days, there was a lot of indiscriminate stuff that happened, and I was very fortunate.
okay, so
You know.
you were pumping a lot of gas in your younger years. There were a lot of
Oh yeah,
you were taking a
yeah,
lot of seats.
yes, yes.
Okay.
I probably I would if I had to guess, I would say Wow. I don't know if you've ever done this or not. I know I only spoke to one other person that did this, but the I've done an account of the people that I've been with.
Hmm.
So I have like an actual like in my memory, I have something where I write down the
Oh, you
people
have a
that I was
black
with.
book?
What's that?
You have like a black book where you wrote.
It's a black page.
Oh,
So
you're smart. I didn't. I never did. And I've forgotten the hundreds of guys that I've.
yeah, but the problem is what happened is that the people that I've been with more guys than women.
Hmm.
Um, and during those party days, it was pretty significant. The encounters that I had,
Yeah.
and I was very fortunate because I've never had an issue. Just like what you said, I've never had an issue where I've had an STD or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I think that I was blessed for
Yeah.
sure.
Lucky, lucky boys. But
Yes.
now we're old enough now to know that we can't press our luck because I feel like the older you get, the less luck is going to be uh to
Yes,
to help you out because
I
luck's
agree.
it's sort of like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be this stupid anymore. We were cool with it when you were stupid, but
Yes,
yeah, now
exactly.
it's just a it's just a problem. So,
Yes.
do you talk to your significant other about your encounters? Does she enjoy hearing about them? Like,
No,
no?
no, that's something that so there's a point in your life where you meet the person and there's that point forward. And
Hmm.
then there's a point where you met that person be behind. So that stuff that's behind is not really relevant.
Okay.
So that does nothing to enrich our lives at this point. So it's not something we talk about. And it's not something that I'm going to to expand into anymore. Even though that happened probably what I told you about the adult bookstore within like the past month.
Okay, all right. Uh,
That
so I guess if when we meet and hang out, no touchy for you, huh?
no, I've been to the doctor.
No,
So
I'm
like,
just saying. You said you're not going to do it anymore because that's over, and
oh no, you're
I
gonna get you're gonna get it 100%. No, I'm not saying when I say that. Like, let me be more specific. So the idea of me leaving my wife for another woman is impossible. It'll never
oh yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So the woman that I find attractive is her,
Hmm.
and I see other women that I think are attractive, but I don't want to do anything with them.
Right.
The only woman that I want to do something with is my wife, but I see guys that I want to do stuff with, and you're one of them, of course. So, um, but so if I ever run across you, you are not safe.
Oh,
All right. So
I'm
just to let you know, okay?
uh, well, dang. I mean, what
Right.
can I say?
Right.
I I guess I'll just have to brave it and see what happens.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
and I apologize to the audience. Like, I know that this basically is like a total flirt fest, but you know what, guys? Every once in a while, Pantyhose King needs to do like some straight up gay. Okay, I try to be open. I like try to, I try to hetero it up every once in a while, but you know. Today I'm feeling particularly gay. I had gay pantyhose sex this morning, and it's the theme. So if you don't like it, oh come on, we all know you like it a little bit. I'm like,
Right.
my favorite is I'm only bisexual when I wear pantyhose, and I'm like, that would be like me saying I'm only straight when I wear a jacket. Like,
Right.
I'm like, the pantyhose don't make the sexuality a thing. It's sort of like, no, I think you just might be bi, but people they don't want to admit that they're bi. There's a big stigma, and I wish that people would just admit that, like, you're a little,
Right.
little column A, little column B, and you know,
I'm for sure bi.
oh
I
yeah, you
and
anyway.
I've I've had relationships. When I was younger, I had two relationships with guys, and my family knew them, and they accepted it, the whole
Oh wow,
thing.
that's nice.
Yeah. So I'm with a woman now, and that's where I stayed. When I say I got stuck, I don't mean in a negative way. I mean that's where
That's
life
what.
left me. So it
Yeah.
left me with this woman who's my soulmate. But
Hey, that's
it doesn't
amazing.
change the fact. Yeah, it doesn't. It does, and she's very accommodating. We get pedicures together. She buys me pantyhose. Um,
Rub it in.
she but but it doesn't change the fact that if I'm around you, then I have to do something. I would never cheat on her ever with a woman. There's no woman that could ever pull me away from her.
I
But physically, I think that like a guy, it would be different. I think I would see it different.
I
You
I
know.
I understand that, and I promise to do my best to absolutely torture you sexually if we ever do meet. Um, but
Yeah.
what can I say? My ego loves it. But speaking of ego, you want to hear a little bit of a fun story that I partook in? I never thought I'd be doing this, but a few weeks ago, I found myself giving a pantyhose seminar at my house
Wow.
to a
Really?
yes, to a married couple, a man and a woman, and then they had their non-binary they were polyamorous, and they showed up, and in my old-fashioned, sort of like slutty state of mind, I'm like, okay, this is going to be kind of a group thing. We'll give it a go. But they
Right.
came over and they were very like ready to be like they were studious. And
Right.
so the guy he had shaved his legs, he was all ready to go. We'd been talking prior,
Wow.
and the girls, I should say, no, not girls, the ladies, they sat on the bed, and I, like a college professor, like wearing, my pantyhose outfit, he's wearing a pantyhose outfit. I'm literally taking the magic wand and like demonstrating how to the technique of what feels really good. And
Right.
mhm, mhm, mhm. and and it was actually a really cool thing. And so now I've been asked to actually do seminars at a larger event here in Florida at the kink events. So I think I might be like stepping into pantyhose evangelism. I'm wondering, could I be the pantyhose Jesus? I don't
I
know.
think so.
Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I can't turn water into wine, I'm too big to be crucified. That thing would just go down like a ton of bricks. But and also it would ruin my pantyhose.
Right.
Like you can't crucify me in my pantyhose. Fucking runs? Are you kidding me?
Right.
No, I kind of thought, wow, I didn't realize this was a thing, and I didn't realize that the fetish community had these seminars, and so that's in the works. And I have this
Right.
married couple that we're kind of working on a project together, which is great because
Right.
I love a good pantyhose project. I can't help myself. I do enjoy uh documenting my pantyhose experiences, which I think you can identify with, and I'm sure the audience can. Uh,
Of course.
except for the guys out there who wear pantyhose for fashion, who
Yeah. The quote fashion.
yep, they are fashion only. They've never had a sexual thought about it, and they are definitely healthy.
I've never understood that or believed that. So
I don't,
when I
yeah,
see somebody who talks about that, there's that so people who are into certain things don't look into obscure areas. So if that's really fashion, there's so many fashion points where you can explore without that. The only reason that brings you to that is because you like it, and there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with liking it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with like making you feel sexy because
exactly.
well, but that's the thing is sex equals bad. So a
Yes.
item that makes you feel sexy equals bad. Which
Yes.
live and let live, but all I know is that I see the guys who are like that on the internet. I see their pictures, and they never
Uh-huh.
they look really just sort of like they're made of stone. Um,
Yeah.
I really do believe that your kind of living is much more healthy, it's much more authentic, and it's more exciting. Uh, you know, like you get to be the tramp that you are, the true.
Right. And you get to be the to me the critical part is just like basically being honest.
Mhm.
When I say honest, so if I was honest with my wife, I don't know how she would take it. So there's honesty that I withhold because of honoring her and trying to make sure that she has peace.
Right.
When I say honest, I mean like being honest with yourself. So like I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, and I said, when somebody sees somebody who's different, just leave them alone. So like if somebody was to approach me, now I haven't had anybody say anything negative to me about me, my pantyhose and shorts and stuff.
Hmm.
But if they did, I'm fortunate where like just like yourself, I'm capable of responding to whatever hostilities they bring.
Right. Right. I
But a
think
lot of people aren't. So
and
it's like
and
what? But
it's so
go
rough.
ahead.
It's so rough that people, I feel, and I truly do feel for people who don't have that autonomy for whatever reason. Uh,
Right.
it's not always something they can choose, but I do these podcasts with the hope that every person I talk to, letting everyone know that it's oh my God, it's so normal. It is so
Yes.
normal. Like I and it's more mainstream now. Like there's thousands of people posting pictures of themselves online wearing uh I mean
Yeah.
China alone, my God. Like
I see. I see that.
yeah, China is like they're they're going crazy. My theory is because all the pantyhose are being made there now, so they have easy access. So,
Right.
but also a lot in Mexico. Like there's a lot of Mexico, and you know, it,
Yes.
I just it breaks my heart. But yeah, as you were saying, being honest and not being ashamed, right?
Right. Be honest with yourself. So but being like really honest is it took me a while to be able to be honest with myself about who I was and what I liked, you know?
Mhm.
And it took a while for me to accept that, but it took a while for me to give the middle finger to people who were going to try to judge me based on not knowing me at all, you know? So you really have to give that part up for you to be able to grow,
Yeah, you
you
do.
know?
It's really important to learn how to say, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yes,
Uh,
I agree.
because honestly, you shouldn't. I mean, I have never found myself thinking I need to go up to somebody and yell at them about what they're wearing.
Right, their yellow shirt.
Because,
Exactly.
yeah, because A, I don't see that as something to care about. And B,
Right.
I'm not demented. Like,
Right.
if somebody wears something that I don't like, I'm just like, okay, I don't like it. And then I,
Right.
off with my day. The people that
Exactly.
the people who freak out about it, there's some psychological stuff going on there. It's either they read too much of the Bible, or
Yeah.
they secretly want to take it up the butt, or both.
Yeah.
Um, you know, like they're almost like you have to feel bad for them. The only thing that would be where I would draw the line is if somebody tried to get violent. If somebody tried to get violent, I'd be like, well, now you're gonna find out what it's like to have a guy wearing pantyhose kick your ass, and
Yes.
I'll do it, and my legs will look good as I'm kicking you.
Yes. Exactly.
So let's see here. Let's maybe well, I'm trying to think of non-slutty questions to ask you, but
Okay.
it's let's see here. What is your favorite brand of pantyhose?
Legs, sheer energy, 100%.
Yep, yep. I swear I think it's I can't ever give them up.
No.
Like they're perfect. They're the all-American brand made in China. You know,
Yeah. But
they're
I
they're durable.
I saw that you had posted about legs pantyhose.
Hmm.
And the problem is I saw online that they're based not shutting down, but they were, the legs brand was sold to somebody else.
It was sold to another company. It's no longer manufactured in Spain. It's manufactured in China. However, they have gotten the old feel back. Like I love them. Like they stripped
Yes.
the
Okay,
waist,
good.
they're back. And like see, like it's look, I mean, it's like just the perfect, like touch. They're not too
Right.
ostentatious,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they have that great little bit of support, you know. So
The the thing I like about them too is they don't slide down. So
no.
like if you shave your legs and if
Mm-hmm.
you put on lotion and you
Mm-hmm.
put on legs pantyhose, they stay
Mm-hmm.
exactly where they wanted them to be. So
Yep.
like like today I had to travel, so I flew.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me it was pantyhose, leggings, and sneakers. And that's my travel attire. And they had to be legs. And so, but here's a hack or whatever. Walgreens. I went to Walgreens and I bought probably 10 pair for $1.97 a pair.
What?
Yes.
When did this happen?
So Walgreens, the ones that they have left in stock, they're selling them off cheap. So if you Google right now, if you Google legs pantyhose Walgreens, you'll see that they're selling for $1.97 a pair.
Let's check this out real
So
quick.
yep,
I'm
take a
gonna do
look.
a live search.
Yep.
Man,
And I have them in a box in my closet. So when I was getting ready to fly, I went in. So I got a new pair out of the
yeah,
stash, so I could fly.
lucky duck. I'm not seeing them even on the website. Legs pantyhose. No. I
No,
bet.
don't go on the website. Just Google legs pantyhose Walgreens
Okay.
discount, and you'll see they're $1.97.
Legs pantyhose Walgreens. Not sponsored.
Yep,
Wish. I would love for Legs to sponsor me. I'd be like, listen,
they
just
should.
like seriously, just do it. I mean, y'all know you make them for men. Q plus,
Right.
come on.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Um, I think you got lucky, buddy. I don't think that I'm not seeing anything like that.
If
Maybe
I
it was,
find them, I'll send it to you.
well, maybe it was your like one like the one store or something because
Right.
they seem
Well, it's
regular.
Alabama.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe in Alabama they're cheaper because
Right.
I don't know if that's I don't know. I've never been to Alabama. Uh
Right.
but look look just so you guys want to know if you want to join the Patreon, the legs are now up on the headboard, or is that the
Yeah, it's the headboard.
that isn't a big headboard.
It is. Yeah, it's a nice hotel.
It is a very nice hotel.
Yeah.
Uh it's it's a very you look very ready for a porno.
I feel like it.
Yeah, yeah. I would imagine that you do. N not because of me, but just because of your general like I want to say hearty sexual appetite.
Right.
But so
Or both.
huh? Are there is there anything that you would like to say to the audience that like maybe your personal pantyhose philosophy before I let you go? Uh uh or AKA before we end the interview and then I completely sexually harass my
Well,
guest.
what I would say is that life is short, and it took me a long time to realize this, but life is short. So make sure that you do whatever you want to do. And I'm not talking about insane garbage. I'm talking about making sure that you if there's something that you like, that you enjoy it. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter if it's your mouth on a pantyhose king. It doesn't matter if it's wearing pantyhose. Doesn't matter what it is, but just don't waste your time obsessing about people who don't know anything about you.
Mhm.
Enjoy your life, do what you want to do, and that's it. That's all I want. That's if there's any advice I could give, that'd be it.
And wear anklets. Seriously.
And wear anklets with dangly stuff on them.
Which I don't even know. I mean, like that's like a cool I would totally wear that. And you know what? I
Okay.
think I could rock it. I think I could rock it.
Yes, you could for sure. You
Like
could definitely.
I do think that it would I always like to try the things I'm like, could I, because I know I'm not a feminine looking guy. I know I'm not.
Uh-huh.
But I like to test the waters and be like, but could I, push the envelope? Like, yeah, I still look like a big dude wearing an anklet, but how often do you see a big dude wearing an anklet? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And
That and that's how I see it too.
yeah, it's like
That
I kind of
uh,
like letting the world know that I'd be like, listen, if you catch me on a good day, my legs could be in the air too. You know,
yes,
don't
and
stereotype. Just because I look like I'm a fucking top all the time, that doesn't mean that I don't want to, lay back and take in the show.
experience. Yes,
Hmm.
exactly. But the ones that you tie on, they stay on forever, and that that's kind of my identifier. And the ones that I use, the colors are for andro. So, like there's
What does
the
intro mean?
uh androgynous. So,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, yep. So when I there's the LGBT rainbow colors.
Oh, well, I would
There's
never wear that just because it's I don't like the way it clashes.
right, exactly. But like this anklet here, so if you look, the colors, the blue, purple, and like a red, whatever. Those are kind of the andro or bisexual colors.
Oh, okay, I
I
gotcha.
always have those on there.
See, I wouldn't even have noticed. I would just been like, those are just pretty beaded.
Right.
And they
So
don't ever rip your hose. They don't ever
no, so like when I told,
oh, we lost you for a second.
oh, there we go.
There we
The
go.
ones
You're
I sent you, I want to show you. I want to tell you how to tie them on. So if you tie them on the proper way, then they won't. So you tie them on, you put a little bit of glue, and that's fine. But so those are to me, those are the. My wife says they're the bisexual flag, and I told her that it's not bisexual. I said it's andro,
yeah,
and
I'd be like,
to me
what?
they're andro, but they could be misconstrued as bisexual. And that's fine.
I think if anybody's looking that close at your ankles, like
Yes,
there's they're interested in,
yes,
other things. I don't think it's I think probably a more obvious giveaway would be the fabulously shaved legs, the painted toenails, and uh the pointed feet in a way that says, I'm open like 7-Eleven.
yes, yes. And I am bisexual, so I don't care. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Hey, I'm glad you're open to admitting to it. Most of the
yes,
guys in my life uh
uh huh,
have been closeted bisexuals. I attract them like flies.
uh
And
huh.
I had one guy, we were talking for years. He was a pantyhose lover too. He actually said to me one time, if you were a chick, we'd be married by now. And I remember
Yeah,
thinking, you know, that didn't really help me feel better. It's like, dude,
no,
you could just marry me and we'd be happy. Eh,
you're right.
I don't have to grow a vagina for that. But bisexuality is tough because it's ignored even more than it's sort of like ignored by the gay community too, because
It is.
everybody says, oh, there's no such thing as bi, they're just greedy. It's like, no, there is such a thing as bi. I i mean, it's
There
like
is.
there's only so many combos of people you can sleep with, right?
Right,
I mean, and even I'm like, every once in a while I have a pantyhose threesome. There's a guest star that's a chick every once in a while.
right.
I don't
Right.
freak out about it. I'm like, oh no, I could be straight. Oh, oh,
Right. I might accidentally. Right.
oh
Exactly.
God, I hope I'm not straight. People are gonna think I'm straight. Oh my God. Like,
Right.
it's ridiculous, but
Right.
luck, we're gonna change that leg by leg. God damn it.
I'm down.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Count me.
Well, thank you so much for doing this last minute. And I hope all y'all out there enjoyed our completely dirty bird chats. Uh, what can I say? Sometimes I gotta be the hoe that I am. Okay.
Right.
So with that, I am going to say see you next time and scene. Okay, we are off.